Just to follow on to what Andrew just said about the KPIs, I just want to talk a little bit about the power of one. So we are responsible for these 5 KPIs that falls under the power of one. And I'll just go repeating them again. One meeting a week, 1 referral a week, 1 visitor per month, one-to-one, one-on-one per week, and 1 CPU, 1 hour of CPU per week. So just to relate that to business and to myself, when I started in this chapter, probably for the first 2 months, I did a few one-to-ones, but there was so much information, I couldn't get my head around everything. And I was right in the red. Well, actually, I think I was in the grey. And on one of my first trainings, when Benny came, he put the traffic lights out, and I saw, wow, I'm right down the bottom there. And that was the first time I really actually got my head around what it means to work on your traffic lights. And it's really not that hard. I just started making sure I do just 1 of each of those things a week. And it literally took me maybe 2 hours to do those 5 things. And it really isn't to discipline you or to say how bad you are, but it's really just a reflection on how active you are and how effective you are. So really, the top 2 just tells you that you are actually doing something, and the bottom 2 are telling you that you haven't done it. You haven't been able to get around to doing some of the KPIs, and it's really very, very easy. If you're on the green, you're just not reaching your goals, and some training can help, and that's what opened the door for me, was just realizing, wow, it's actually so easy. And I jumped from being in the red to being in the green, and I think I was number 1 the next month, which was incredible. And then the month after that, Nathania and I was in the top 20, and Nathania's been sitting in the top 20 for a while. So it's really, and that was the top 20 in Australia. So it wasn't hard, and I didn't do 20 one-to-ones and 20 CPUs and lots of referrals. I didn't do any of that. I just did 1. I just tried to get to 1. So if you are sitting in the grey or the red, you are getting what you need from the chapter, so you're getting referrals, but then you're probably not contributing to the chapter to the level that you should or could to contribute to the chapter. So moving up your rating, really, like I said, it's just to start off, just start with some training. Just go into the training portal and just do 1 hour of training and attendance. And that's an easy one, just to be here, that's really easy. And then doing a one-to-one, and that's fun. Just going out for lunch with somebody or having a cup of coffee with somebody. So it's reflected in the traffic lights, and it usually looks like this. And when the traffic lights come out, it shows whether you're in the green, in the red, or in the grey, in some area, and you can quickly see which area you may have not been active in. So if you've not been active in getting referrals, like this person has, he will be in the red for referrals, and he's in the grey for visitors. Now, our chapter generally, not most, but probably about 20% of our members struggle a little bit with bringing in visitors. Now, I had a little training on visitors the other day, but it's also really, really easy. Just get some business cards and just send people emails or just connect with people. There's many ways. So at the moment, this is our chapter's traffic lights and the people that are sitting in the red. We're doing really well. We have gone from probably having about 10 or so people in red and grey to only having these 5 in red and grey. And we as chapter members, fellow chapter members, can actually help the other members that are sitting in the grey and the red, because look at it, it's about the visitors and the one-to-ones. So, and you that are struggling, just do some training, just a little bit of training once a week. Even listening to a podcast while you're working or while you're driving, that qualifies as training. So you can get out, and you just have to do 1 hour. Don't have to do much every week, and you'll go to the green straight away in that area. And catch up with somebody. Now I know some of the people that are sitting in this on the bottom here are in positions where they can't get away from work, so they can't go and do the one-to-ones. But I think actually some of them can log one-to-ones just when they meet up with us, when we come and visit them, or we come and, we can actually reach out to them and go to them and visit them. I dropped into to David yesterday. I said, I haven't done a one-to-one this week, so quickly go in there and get a shirt for my son for Christmas. I'm really excited about that. And that's easy. I tick that box just by going shopping. How fun is that? So, one meeting per week, be here. One referral per week. Go and buy a shirt from David. One visitor a month. That's so easy. One-to-one per week, go buy a shirt from David. And one CPU a week, listen to a podcast, it's not hard. And give us game. Hey, it's what you put in, and that's my favorite core value. That's it. Thank you very much.